into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead, it comes down.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side.
Beautiful touchdown. All right, college football 25 fans, today we're talking about another real-life play that you can run in this game. It's one of my favorite deep shot play action passes. So for this video, we'll talk about the play, my read progression, and why you should use it to get those big play touchdowns we all love. So let's dive into the film and break it down. The play is called fake jet halfback seam, and if you run the jet touch pass, then you should definitely be running this play. I run this out of shotgun doubles and shotgun doubles Y-off formation. I usually like calling this play between the minus 40 to plus 40 yard lines. It's the perfect spot for a shot play like this, and it gives enough space to really put some air under the throw if you need to for the receiver to run under it. I'll try to set it up by running the jet touch pass a couple times. Now you'll see here that we have a vertical go by our receiver on this play. The F or running back will run a rail route to the same side as the Z receiver. The Y or tight end will run a deep over route, and the X receiver, he runs a vertical go. Our H slot receiver will run a check down after carrying out the jet touch pass fake. My progression on this play is actually Z to F to Y to H. I rarely hit the X, but if I have a favorable matchup, I will look there sometimes for the alert. So let's get into how I read this play. I start by looking pre-snap at the coverage that we're getting, and I'm looking to see if it's either too high or a one high safety look. With a too high safety look, I am looking at the play side safety. If that safety steps up, then I am going to look at our Z receiver and see if he is either even or ahead of the cornerback for the throw. If instead that safety drops back, or if the receiver isn't going to beat the cornerback, my eyes will then go to the play side linebacker and read him. If that linebacker is dropping in zone but doesn't get enough depth, then as the back starts to clear him, and this includes a man coverage, I will start the throw. You can't put too much air on the throw though, because if you do, it will put him right in front of the safety and have him get a big hit, or it'll be intercepted. Now, if instead the backer carries the running back while in zone or man and the back won't beat him, then I will look to space for the over route of the Y, and if it's there, I'll drop it over the linebacker. And then finally, if I don't like any of these options, or if I have immediate pressure, I'll throw the check down to our slot. This may not get big yards, but it's better than taking a sack. Now, as I run this play, you'll see that the play side safety, he is going to step up slightly. And then as I look at the Z, you can see that our receiver, Petway, he is beating his man. That cornerback is coming off for whatever reason to the running back. And so it's going to allow us to take that deep throw because Petway is ahead of the safeties, and it's a big catch for a touchdown. Now, if we have a single high safety, at the snap, I look to see if that safety is staying in the middle of the field. This now will tell me that it's either cover one man or that it's cover three. Either way, we're looking at the Z receiver to see in quote, if he's even, he's leaving. And yes, that's a real life phrase used by coaches all the time. We'll still follow the same progression as before. The only difference is if you throw to your running back against a single high safety, then you've got to make sure to lead him away from that safety to avoid that hit. And that's how I go through my read progression on this play. Now, as you'll see here with this particular clip, you'll see that Petway is basically even with the cornerback. That's telling me what? That he's leaving. We're going to let it rip, throw it deep, and let Petway run under it to make the catch for the touchdown. So now I'm going to show you a few clips throwing the other parts of the read progression within this play. Here, you're going to see that we're throwing the running back's rail route. It's a good catch, big gain on the play. Let me go back to the beginning. Here, instead of the linebacker dropping into zone coverage, he's going to run with our tight end like this. You'll see that right here. You'll see that the play side safety has come down, and he's actually going to try and cover our running back. But the running back is going to run by him because the safety's momentum is carrying him down, and he's going to squat. That now means that we're going to have all this space right here. Notice that our Z receiver, he is not even, so he's not leaving. And so this is the correct read to make. We're going to throw just as the running back is starting to clear that safety to make sure that we're not going to run him into the middle of the field safety. And that way we're able to make the completion. Here's another clip of us hitting the F or the running back's rail route on this play. You're going to see that it's basically an inverted two, and we're going to throw it over the linebacker right into that space in front of the cornerback who's playing as though he is a deep safety for a big gain. Let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. As we run the play, notice how deep that the linebacker is dropping, and that as we get this look, we have all this space in the middle of the field because of the way that the inverted two is being run. that linebacker, even though he's dropping, he is going to start stopping and sitting right here. That then allows us to throw the ball to the running back over the top of him. And notice as well that we're starting to throw just as he's starting to clear that linebacker so that we don't run him into the safety. And notice as well, we're not letting it float. We're rifling it a little bit more to try and get it just over the linebacker in front of those safeties as we run this play. All right, so this clip is from a first round playoff game that we did against Ohio State. We're going to start off the game running this play, and you're going to see that we're going to hit the tight end behind the linebacker and in front of the cornerback who's in a deep third look. Let me go ahead and go back to the beginning. As we run the play again, notice the linebackers, it looks like the linebacker, the play side linebacker, is going to turn and run with our tight end, but notice that his hips are starting to turn. He's actually going to go ahead and come back towards our running back. And so because of that, not trusting that our running back is going to clear that linebacker in time, we instead are going to get our eyes to where the Y is going to be running. We have all this space in there, and that's why we drop it over the top. Again, we want to drop it over the top of the linebackers into that spot, and that's what we do. Notice our receiver, Z receiver, wasn't going to beat his man, so this is the correct read for that big gain. And then finally, we're going to run the play out of doubles Y off. You're going to see that our tight end actually knocks our right tackle off of his man. And because we've got that immediate pressure in our face, we're going to have to take that check down, but it still results in a good play for us. Let me go ahead and run it again for you so you guys can see. Again, we get knocked off by our own tight end, but we're able to take advantage with the check down to still get a really good gain. Now, this play does take practice to master. There will be moments where, because of the baffling line play in this game, you'll get hit or sacked, and that can lead to frustration. But I guarantee you, if you get this play down, you won't be disappointed. This also is a great example of a constraint play that forces defenses to play honest and not cheat to stop the jet touch pass. It allows you to set your opponent up for a big play over the top, leading to more big plays with the jet touch pass as well. Let me know how this play works for you down below. What do you like to pair when you run the jet touch pass as well? Leave a like if you learned something today. Subscribe to get more coaching videos like this. Now take what you've learned in the film room and dominate on the field. I do want to recognize the members of this channel at the booster level and above for their support. If you wish to have your name in a video just like this, make sure to check out the join link in the description below. Here on the end screen, you can see that there's another recommended video. Make sure to click that and watch it. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future breakdown videos. I hope you have a great rest of the day.